Hey guys, welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. It is your Monday morning. We hope you had a fabulous weekend. We got over the rain and luckily the skies cleared. We got to get out and enjoy it. Our top stories for you today. The UAE condemns in strongest terms the Israel bombing of 2 schools in Gaza.
And 1,000 cancer patients from Gaza will fly to the UAE.
We talked about what happens if you do not perform well in a government company and why this is the very mindset of the country and why we progress so well.
And there is a mysterious purple cloud last night. What's that about? Is it aliens? Is it Batman?
If you're the type of person that likes to jump into the comments, this is the comment on our Instagram feed that you need to get to. Also, we had the one and only fitness legend, Kayla Itsines, on the show. Please take a listen. Hey guys, welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show where we go through the top trending stories that everyone across the country is talking about. Our top story for you today, the UAE condemns in strongest terms the Israel bombing of 2 schools in Gaza.
And 1,000 cancer patients from Gaza will fly to the UAE.
We're talking about what happens when you don't perform well in a government company.
And the aliens are coming. A mysterious purple cloud last night.
And later on in the show, we had the only Kayla Itsines sharing her surprisingly honest truth about how she gets motivated. But before we get into our top stories, good morning to everyone who's joining on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Someone saying good morning from Brazil, which is so cool. Someone saying good morning from Santa Catarina. Where is that? Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Big heartbreak on the cricket front last night. It was India versus Australia. A lot of people, we're not betting people, but if we were, people were saying India was going to take it home.
Yeah.
So heartbreak on the cricket front for a lot of people this morning.
You would assume India would win everything because they love cricket. Cricket is their number one sport. And then big upset, Australia. I also know, I don't know a lot about cricket, but I know that Australia is good as well.
I mean, World Cup final, they're going to be all right.
Yeah. A World Cup final, yeah.
So Australia won by 6 wickets. My Instagram stories were filled with a lot of people getting together to watch the match last night. And although I can't emphasize, I'm not Indian. However, Ireland thought we were going to win the Rugby World Cup and we got to the quarters, and the heartbreak of watching the players. It's not just one competition. This is a team that's obviously been, coming together. People thought India were going to win for a reason.
Yeah.
A lot of talent on the pitch, and it's coming for a long time. There's so much hype behind the team, as players, as individuals. Each person is extremely talented, and then it's just to lose it at the very last moment is so sad.
I know the feeling, Casey. My country almost made the World Cup twice, but we didn't. Yeah.
We all have our same ways to kind of recognize.
I'm crying on the inside if you cannot tell. Yeah, that was my 10 seconds of grief.
Despair.
Yeah.
So massive heartbreak to everyone who was supporting India last night.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Australia. Obviously, this is something that you're going to be celebrating for quite some time. We also had the DPWTC Championships yesterday, which took place at Jumeirah Golf Estates. This was ongoing for a couple of days. They faced the wild floods on Friday morning, and massive congratulations to everyone who got the tournament back on track. From midday, we had the world's top golfers out there, and people totally forgot that it was floods in the morning because we had massive torrential rain kicking off our Friday morning. A lot of you guys work from home. Then we had the world's best golfers on the earth course playing throughout the day on Friday as though it hadn't even been raining. So that was pretty amazing.
Yeah, a lot of canoes as well on that day.
A lot of canoes.
Yeah. Surfboards.
You know what the best thing about that was? All these rain videos that we got sent through was who knew so many people had water apparatus in their home?
People love the water.
I know, but who's got so many people are just, I just forgot my canoe. I'm going to take out do you have a canoe paddle boards?
No. I think you must have, one of those days where he's like, I'm never going to do this again in my lifetime. Better do it now. Yeah. It was kind of those moments,
We haven't seen something like that in a while. And if I had a big Jeep and if I had those water skis, I would have been out there,
Maybe. I would have done the same.
Well, we were at work bringing you the news, which is what we're about to do now. Guys, good morning. It is Monday morning. We love kicking off our week with you. We truly appreciate your comments before, during, and after the show. And if you missed the show and you want to hear it in podcast, we also go live in podcast format. You can catch it on everywhere that you listen to your podcasts.
Yes.
Our top story for you today, the UAE condemns in strongest terms the Israel bombing of 2 schools in Gaza. The United Arab Emirates has condemned in the strongest terms the Israeli bombing of the Al Fakura school run by the United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestine refugees in the Near East and Tal al-Zatar school, and the inhumane attacks launched by Israel on schools and hospitals in the Gaza Strip. The UAE affirmed its categorical rejection of targeting organizations and civilian facilities in the Strip.
The Ministry of Foreign Affairs stressed that the immediate priority is to preserve the lives of civilians and provide full protection of organizations and civilian facilities and ensure the immediate, safe, sustainable and unhindered delivery of humanitarian relief and medical aid to the Palestinians. The ministry reaffirmed the need for an immediate ceasefire to prevent further loss of life, reiterating the importance of protecting civilians and civilian institutions according to international law, including international treaties, and the need to ensure that they are not targeted during conflict. The UAE called on the international community to intensify efforts to avoid further fueling the situation in the occupied Palestinian territory and is also working on bringing patients to the UAE, which leads us on to our next story. 1,000 cancer patients from Gaza will fly to the UAE. Under the directives of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the President of the UAE and the ruler of Abu Dhabi, 1,000 cancer patients from Gaza will be flown to the UAE for medical treatment.
You may have heard of this already because it's actually an expansion to Sheikh Mohammed's earlier directive of hosting 1,000 sick and injured Palestinian children as well as their families. Cancer patients of all ages from war-torn Gaza Strip will get the necessary medical attention from hospitals across the country.
The first plane arrived at Abu Dhabi airport yesterday and women and children were transported to local hospitals immediately upon arrival. The initiative comes as part of the UAE's humanitarian efforts to help alleviate the suffering of Palestinians amid Israeli bombardment.
We can only imagine that the medical healthcare professionals who are helping these cancer patients and children will just be doing the very most. I think we are all, the fear is that we're just seeing so much horrific news. The last thing that we want is people to just stop, not talk about what's happening.
Yes.
But we have photos of, the children arriving in UAE hospitals, being visited by royals, dignitaries, just welcoming them to the UAE. It's the least that we can do is that invite these people and hopefully get them the medical attention they can deserve. It's only a small snippet, but at least we're giving some people hope, and hopefully more of these stories will follow.
It's a small step. Anything like we say a little bit of dua will go a long way. So this is not even. I would consider this a huge step in for the cancer patients. It is a good sign that we are helping and we are humane.
More on those stories. We're going to jump in to our next story. This was announced over X by the ruler of the UAE, the ruler of Dubai, this weekend. A UAE hospital director has been replaced for lowest service rating. So this is what happens if you work at a government directive and if you are not performing. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid, Vice President and ruler of Dubai, has made a change in the leadership at Al Kalba Hospital, Sharjah, replacing the director due to the facility's low rating as one of the least satisfactory government services. In the meantime, as he's being replaced, the Director General of the Emirates Health Foundation has been brought in and tasked with overseeing improvements in the hospital services over the next month.
His Highness Sheikh Mohammed made the announcement over the weekend when he shared the latest assessment of government services, highlighting both the best and worst performers in the UAE. A service center of the Ministry of Energy and Infrastructure in Ras Al Khaimah also received an unfavorable evaluation. The Emirates Authority for Identity and Citizenship and the Ministry of Interior were recognized as top performing services, with a combined total of 6 centers receiving the highest rating.
Sheikh Mohammed declared the underperforming services would be given a 60-day grace period for improvement. In the absence of any noticeable progress, the employment contracts of centre employees would either be terminated or modified. He also emphasised in the tweet that interacting positively with the public on the service channels is a fundamental responsibility of every government official. So every year across the UAE, all government services go through a vigorous rating process. Then you have the top performers, they get praised, and then what they do with the lowest performers is they take out the directors of the lowest performing, and they sometimes even swap it around. So for example, if you've got a DIWA who's performing consistently well, they may even take the director and put it down into the lower to ensure that all facilities are getting the best hands on deck to ensure that we as people get the best services, which is such an incredible kind of, and it keeps people on their toes. Right?
It's been happening for a few years now, that ever since I've been in Dubai, I've always been up to date with what's happening, and they keep us up to date, well informed. Do we follow? Okay, we keep everyone up to date as well. But yes, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid, His Highness, he always takes the initiative, and he wants to be number one in everything. And that goes for everything that goes on in Dubai and within the UAE as well. It is a motto, it is a theme, it is everything. It is life itself within here. So it is I'm not shocked or surprised that he's taking these steps to improve facilities and government associations. Yeah,
it's so true actually, because you can say we're going to be the best at everything, and you can have incredible initiatives, and one person could drive that, but how to really enforce it is to have people who are going to help you do those tasks. And I remember it was a long time ago, probably 6-7 years ago now, a video went viral of His Highness visiting a government authority, their office, the workplace, and the office was empty. So the video was the ruler of Dubai walking through an empty office, kind of thinking, and the caption was people aren't here. It's whatever o'clock in the morning. People haven't arrived. This does not fly in Dubai. We are consistently ranking as a top place to live and to work. But why is that? It's because we're hard workers. I can guarantee that most of the people watching the show are earning their living and they're working hard to do it. It's not an easy ride here in Dubai, and I think people might see that from the outside because it's so lavish and there's so many trappings that come along with living here. But actually, we're a very hardworking people, and that's led by the leadership here and the focus of where we want to get to. And I think as people, we kind of get behind that, and that's the mindset of the people here as well.
Yeah, those Ferraris and Lamborghinis, they don't come.
They don't just
they
come.
They don't drop from the sky, or we find it behind the camel. We earned it.
We're hardworking people.
Yes.
Speaking of hardworking people, let's bring you to our next story that lit up the skies this weekend.
Yes, people, the aliens are finally coming.
No, they're not. They're
mysterious,
not coming.
A mysterious purple cloud last night.
There's no aliens coming. I just want to highlight. There's no.
It's a joke.
These are studio lights.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
There was a lot of mysterious happenings over the weekend, though.
Yeah.
Shockers on the pitch.
A lot of things.
You
know the alien song? That one? No? Okay. It would have been great to have the sound effect now. Dubai residents spotted a mysterious purple cloud last night. Now, people in the comment section really interacted with this, and some made a joke about it. To many, this might be a shock, but
But apparently it was not an alien spaceship, as we have already confirmed. Some people commented that Silicon Central mall lights are possibly lighting up the skies.
And now I get that we all love conspiracy theories and we love a good alien story, but I'm kind of leaning towards the Silicon Central mall lights.
You're leaning towards that one?
Yeah, let's go with the public theory. As you can see beside us, there is an image of the mall, and guess what it has? Purple lights. Good theory, yes?
Yes.
Although I would have loved for it to be a bat signal, but wouldn't you agree, Casey? Batman in Dubai would be great?
What does Batman do in terms of superheroes? Saves the people?
Yeah. Saves people, beats...
I think the world needs Batman more than Dubai needs Batman. But yeah.
Yeah, we all need Batman.
Yeah, the world needs Batman.
Yeah. So if we go and look into the comment section...
The comments were giving.
Yeah.
Giving as always.
Yeah. Some people said it's the Northern Lights seeding, apparently.
Lights seeding.
And some said that it's Goku.
What's Goku?
Goku is from it's an anime. Yeah. It's basically from Dragon Ball Z. If anybody knows Japanese, I'm not going to say cartoons because people say cartoons. It's anime.
I think so. Like just going through these comments now, I think sometimes it's actually a form of entertainment to hop onto the comments, drop something funny. So like we have here the Middle Eastern lights. The biggest and safest lights in the world. We have a Expo 2020 in the sky, someone suggests. A lot of people saying Batman, Powerpuff Girls in the sky, the Aurora Borealis. I don't want to say it in case it's a curse word. What's that? Don't say it. Oh, I'm glad I held that back.
I don't know what that is, but better to not say it.
But the reality is, like I've driven through. Sometimes in the distance, you see it's a spotlight, right? It's a new nightclub opening. It's nothing to question.
Yeah, people. Some guy said, "Hey, people!" Like he kind of called it out for what it is. Maybe I don't know. He said, "This is just another promo. We're used to it in Dubai."
Exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah, so we'll keep them coming because those comments they give us life. It's 8:47 on this Monday morning, and we're going to jump into our interview. We had the one, the only Kayla Itsines on the show. She's coming to Dubai for Dubai Active, but we got to talk to her about how she personally motivates herself for fitness. Now, if you've seen her, she has been in the game. She's the OG of fitness influencers, in my opinion. She started fitness influencing before it was a thing, so she just got online and started talking about her fitness journey and how she continues to stay motivated today, despite the fact that she's had 2 kids and she's running a business empire, but yet she's still getting it done every day. And her inspiration is actually very surprising. Do take a listen. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. She is a global fitness sensation and an athlete extraordinaire with a passion for empowering women through fitness. We are the biggest fans, and she's coming to Dubai as part of Dubai Active. Welcome to the show, Kayla Itsines. So thankful to have you on the show.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me, guys.
Yeah, I can finally see you. It's set up. This is so cool. I have to tell you, I am a big fan. When I first started my fitness journey, I had the BBG guides. They were literally what got me moving.
Amazing.
So my first question to you is do you remember your first step into fitness? Those guides weren't around when you started. So what got you going? What got you moving?
Honestly, I fell into it naturally. I played basketball my whole high school years, and then I went straight into basketball coaching, and I coached a young lead. I loved coaching and I loved being the trainer. So then I did a personal training course, and then I was doing teaching at the same time at university. I said to my parents, I'm just going to take a gap year. I promise I'll go back. I just want to try out this personal training thing. I have not been back. But yeah, I just loved it.
Yeah, you've gone from strength to strength, I guess, literally and figuratively. What you've done is amazing. And you know, fitness influencing is, you know, you'll meet so many people trying to do that in Dubai. We have a huge fitness scene here. So what is your secret? What is your secret to becoming internationally recognized for what you do?
Look, I think a little bit of it is luck, to be honest. I think that one of the biggest things that separated me from most of the people in the industry at the time was that I cut out half the market there. So I really just focused on women only and what they wanted, and making them feel special, making them feel seen, heard, and comfortable, making them feel confident in the gym. That was my big thing. It's always been my thing. And I think I just stuck to my guns, really. Like I had a list of things I wanted for me in my life. Like I never wanted to sexualize myself to sell a product. Like I always wanted to stay true to myself and people that I work with, and stay humble and stay around my family. And I think people saw that and really gravitated towards it because they felt like I was more of a friend than anything.
It's so interesting, like the journey that you've gone on and the fitness journeys that we all go on. So I'm just wondering, like, what do you think are the common issues that we face when we start to work out? You mentioned confidence in the gym.
Oh, that's a big one. I think just as women, like, and obviously I'm always going to say women because I focus purely just on women, but it's just the intimidation, it's the comparison, it's the pressure, and you feel like you want to do it all and you can't do it all, and you constantly feel like you're failing. And it's just about, you know, teaching women that it's just part of the day and they get to work out. And yeah, it's hard. It's never going to go away. That pressure is never going to go away. But if I'm one person I can help, I'm here for it.
Well, if the pressure is never going away, like, how do you make it fun? Or how, if I have a workout later and it's like the last thing I want to do, how do you get the motivation, and how do you encourage the world to get motivated for fitness?
Look, it's all about community building for me. And I think, again, that was another thing that separated me from everyone else in the industry, that I built this community of women that if you didn't feel like you could go to the gym, someone was there that could help push you. Someone was there that could help motivate you. When I don't want to go to the gym, I just go on. I know this sounds like a line that someone would say, like, you know, like they've repeated it 1,000 times, but this is the honest truth. If I can't be bothered going to the gym, I go on Instagram and there is somebody on there that is having a worse day than me, that has less time than me, that has more kids than me, and they're still at the gym. I'm like, look, they can do it. I'm going to the gym. Like, I have no excuses right now.
You know, it's so cool, like, because you are very much about supporting women and about building that community. How important is that community? And do you have, like, you know, really close women in your life that you look up to that kind of motivate and inspire you?
Yeah, so like my motivation and inspiration comes from my family, and it's in a different way because my mom doesn't go to the gym. My grandma doesn't go to the gym. Like my sister does go to the gym, but I think that's because that's just her age group. But like the people who inspire me are my mom and my grandma and my sister, and they're just hard workers. Like they're there to service everyone else. They never take time for themselves. And I know that sounds bad, and it's kind of what I'm like sometimes as well. Like I find it hard to do things for myself, but that's where I get my inspiration from. I look at these like hardworking women and I'm like, wow, like you're actually amazing.
When you have, like, we all have low moments and we all have moments when we're struggling, like what's the kind of source of motivation that gets you to work out? So you go online, do you have inspiring stories from your community that also encourage you to start working out?
Yeah, look, like I have millions and millions of women in my community, and I have so many inspirational stories. I have so many sad stories. I have so many happy stories, like their stories. And like I could go into so many. Like I had a traumatic story of one time that I was just in a boot camp line doing a meet and greet, and a lady came up to me and she was so bubbly and she was so nice, and she was telling me about her 4 kids, and I was like, this is amazing. And like she's like, I work out because of you and you make me feel strong, you make me feel confident. And then she said to me, I have terminal cancer, and like I don't know how long I have, and I'm leaving behind my 4 kids, but you know, you really get me through. And then she's like, thank you so much, and she left. And I was like, what? Like, what just happened? And like it's stories like that I think about like all the time. Like these people, like I said, a worse day than me and a worse situation than me, less time than me, and they still manage to get to the gym. Like, and sometimes, and in saying that, sometimes you don't need motivation. Sometimes you need a rest. And like, there's this big hustle culture right now, especially amongst women, that it's like you have to do everything. And sometimes your body's telling you do nothing. And maybe that's just what you need. Like, you need a bit of rest to recover to get back into your routine.
So interesting, because I look at you and, you know, I've followed you for so long, and to me, like, you're Kayla Itsines, like you're super strong, super motivated, you're a mom, and like, do you feel that pressure of the community on you to keep going and keep motivating, inspiring? Like, are you ever able to take a rest and just turn everything off?
Yeah, so I rest. I'm all about rest. I tell people, like, you're not going to get where you want to be if you don't rest. Like, your rest is your recovery. Like, that's when you heal. That's when, like, you're going to feel your best if you have a good rest. Like, this isn't like, I'm not saying do nothing, but I'm saying, like, if you're doing something and you're consistently going to the gym and you're feeling good, you also have to rest. You also have to prioritize sleep. Like, sleep's what's going to get you there. Sleep's what's going to make, and you ask any new mom, all they want is a good night's sleep and they will feel great the next day. So, like, yeah, but I'm not here to I find going to the gym, like, I get to go to the gym. I find that exciting. Like, I'm here to teach women how to feel like me, not how to look like me, but how to feel like me.
And getting back into fitness after you became a mom, like, what was that journey like for you? Kind of like behind the social media lens, like, were you excited to get back into it because it's just part of who you are? Yeah. Or was there
I was
struggle
so
there?
excited. Look, listen, and I'm going to be really honest. After I had Anna, which is, if no one knows who my kids are, if you don't know, Anna's my first, okay? She's turning 5 next year. And after I had her, I was in the worst space. Like, I had no idea what was going on. I had just had a cesarean. I didn't know how to get back into fitness. And I was a trainer, and I cannot express to you how lost I felt as a personal trainer in the gym, thinking, okay, I've just had major abdominal surgery, and now I have to somehow get back into fitness. And I hated every second of going into the gym because everything hurt, right? And I had no idea. I remember thinking, when am I going to feel normal again? Like, I just wanted to feel normal at a bare minimum, just normal. And then after I had Jax, which is my second, I was like, okay, I'm excited. I just have to wait 6 weeks. Like, I knew the process. So this time was really exciting. I got to be, like, more educational. I got to release my pregnancy program. Like, it was fun. So now I have post-pregnancy and pregnancy in the Sweat app for anyone listening or watching.
Well, it's so, anyone watching and moms getting back into fitness, I know that they'll find your journey so inspiring. I just have a question for anyone watching the show right now. If they're trying to get into fitness, like, what's the one piece of advice you would give them if they want to change their life and create a healthy lifestyle?
Oh, look, I'm not going to give you one piece of advice. I'm going to give you a rambling, like, a lot of advice. So, like, the first thing I'm going to do is, like, I'm going to get you to write down how you feel right now. And write down your why, because your why is going to change. I'm going to get you to get rid of any photo of any human that you want to look like, because you're never going to look like that person. So just throw that right out the window, and we're going to just focus on you. I'm then going to get you into a routine where you focus on adding good things in instead of cutting things out. So you're going to add in more water. You're going to add in, like, a walk, and you're going to prioritize your sleep. Now, this isn't me telling you to smash it out of the gym. This is me adding in 3 good things. Then I'm going to get you to, like, journal if you want to journal. If you don't want to journal, don't worry about it. Journaling can also just be notes in your phone about how you feel. Find something that works for you. You don't have to do one of my programs if they don't work for you. There is something in the Sweat app for literally anyone. Find good music that you like, and find a gym buddy that you can train with that will hold you accountable, or join the community. That's my, like, rambling thing, but that's what I would love for you to do if you're looking at getting or changing your whole life.
I absolutely love that. We asked for one piece of advice. We got a whole script. And if you didn't,
everything.
And if anyone watching right now did not have a chance to take notes there, either rewatch it or join Kayla at Dubai Active. Tell us, why did you want to come back? It's, you know, it's not your first time here. You're coming back to Dubai. Why is it important for you to be part of this event?
I love Dubai Active so much. I was honestly scared. The first time I went in, I was like, I'm really scared. Like, I obviously cut out, like I said, half the market. So I was really focused on women. Walked in Dubai, and it's like, there's just people everywhere. And I was like, is this right for me? I had the best day, the best time with the best women. And I was so excited when I got a call back. I was like, I'm up. I'm there. I love it. So, like, anyone who's coming to Dubai Active, I'm so excited to see you and meet you. I can't wait for an amazing weekend.
So cool. Just finally, Dubai Active and Dubai itself, we have a major mix of people. We're very diverse, and you obviously speak to people from all over the world daily. Is there any mix of workouts, or do you need to tailor anything specifically for a diverse audience, or can anyone kind of get involved?
You're talking about my boot camp specifically?
What you'll be doing with people at Dubai Active, like, is it for all ages, or, you know, should I be nervous if I haven't been to the gym recently?
Look, like, I'm going to say it's intermediate advanced, but I am providing modifications for people who want to join in. But like, look, my thing is it's only 30 minutes. We're going to smash it out. We're going to get it done. If you're looking to get out of your comfort zone, this workout is for you.
Amazing. Kayla Itsines, who's going to be at Dubai Active, we really appreciate your time. We know it's late in Australia, so we are even more appreciative. Thank you so much for being on the Lovin Dubai show. Big fans.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Best of luck in Dubai. Bye-bye.
Bye.